Okay. The check YouTube. I had to close and reopen the stream, so. Yeah, I think you can just Google me again. I know. Did you want to see the opening? Are you ready? Yeah, I like that one a lot. Okay, I gotta think about what's important here. Okay, so let me kind of give a rough overview. Alright, so essentially, after the events of all the other games, and Sora gets that letter, Sora and Riku go to visit Yensid and Mickey. Yensid explains that he has serious concerns that now that Ansem and Xemnas are dead, that they can recombine to create Xehanort. And he says that the only way to stop Xehanort would be to have a true master. And he says, despite the fact that Sora and Riku were able to defeat Ansem and Xemnas, he does not yet consider them true masters. So he's going to wipe their memory and then teach them the correct way from the start. Yeah. So, he's only wiping their Yensid. So, he says his main concern is that they unlock the power of waking, which is apparently a power that only the best Keyblade wielders have. And it's the ability to wake up a sleeping horde. So he says the way you do this is you have to, after the events of Kingdom Hearts 1, not every world woke up. Some of them were incomplete and they remained sleeping in the realm of darkness. But they were at a level like even darker than darkness. It was the realm of sleep. So he says what you need to do is go there and find the keyholes of those 7 worlds that didn't wake up and wake them by basically unlocking the keyhole. Yes. And he says once you've completed this, you should have unlocked the power of waking. And they're like, sure, that makes sense. Just their abilities, like their knowledge of how to use the Keyblade. Yeah. No, they remember that, they just don't remember their abilities, is all. So, he says, unfortunately, the only way to get into the realm of sleep is to go to a time when a world died. And they were like, the only one we know for sure that we can get you back to, because you have to have been there when it happened, is when Destiny Islands died. So, yeah, so he says, I'm going to send you back in time to that point. This time, don't stay on the island. Build the raft. Take the raft. So they do that, but then Ursula attacks. Yes, and it's not explained well in the least. Yeah, so Xehanort told Ursula to attack them when they try to do this mission. So they have like no Keyblade skills, and Ursula attacks them. So Ursula ends up knocking them off the raft, and Sora passes out. Riku, sensing something is wrong, his Keyblade suddenly appears in his hand, and he opens up a keyhole into Sora's heart, but he doesn't realize that's what he's doing. And he dives in. Now, Sora wakes up in Traverse Town. And his clothes are different. Because why not? And so he assumes that he is now in the sleeping world, and he has to wake up the keyholes for Traverse Town and all these other worlds. So Riku also wakes up in Traverse Town, but he realizes that he's not in the same one Sora is in, that they're in separate Traverse Towns. And they're not really sure why this is happening. But the characters from The World Ends With You are there. They're trying to play the Reaper's game because they're trapped in the realm of sleep as well. And so while they're there, Joshua from The World Ends With You explains to Riku that he doesn't believe that these are necessarily different worlds. He thinks they're worlds at different times. And Riku's like, sure. While there, Riku encounters someone wearing the organization's coat, and when he opens up the coat hood, it looks like Xehanort, but when he was like super young, like a teenager. And that Xehanort is like, why are you here, Riku? We didn't ask for you to come here. And Riku's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And young Xehanort says, well, it doesn't matter. You're not going to be able to influence the plan because you don't know what's going on. And so then they finish Traverse Town, they lock its keyhole, and they go to Quasimodo's world for Hunchback of Notre Dame. There, what's his face? The main villain from Hunchback. What is his name? Judge, is it Frollo? Judge Frollo has become possessed by darkness, and he's all like, we need to kill the gypsies. And it's really funny because they keep using gypsy, but this game came out at a time when we knew not to say gypsy anymore. But yeah. So he's like, let's kill the gypsies. Sora stops him, and Riku's there as well, but they're not in the same world. Once again, they're in two separate timelines. And the stuff that happens in Riku's world, for some reason, is more abstract and just fucking crazy. And so once they defeat like the monster there and close the keyhole for that world, Sora gets to just leave, if I remember correctly, but Riku has a dark corridor open in front of him, and Ansem, the one from Kingdom Hearts 1, shows up. And he's, again, is like, why are you here? And Riku's like, I still don't understand the question. And Ansem taunts him, and he's like, well, it doesn't matter, because, once again, you can't do anything. You don't know what we're doing. And then they move on to the next world, which I think is... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. And so, let me just double check real quick what the second world was so I can remember. Okay, next one is Prankster's Paradise. So, they go to Pinocchio's world. And there he meets Jiminy, and Sora's confused because he's like, I know Jiminy's not dead, why is he here? And then he remembers that Yen Sid explained that the worlds will try to complete themselves with fake memories. So if someone's missing, it will try to fill in the missing port. So basically just the story of Pinocchio happens. And then I think while Sora's there, if I remember correctly, yeah, it's like every 30 minutes it switches you over. No, you switch back and forth, but it's like they throw it at you, like you'll be in mid-combat, and all of a sudden Sora will like pass out, and it'll say you're dropping, and then it'll switch over to Riku, wherever you last were, and he wakes up, and then after 30 minutes, Riku passes out. So it's like the idea is they keep passing out. Yeah. So, while Sora is in Prankster's Paradise, Xemnas shows up, and Sora's like, I thought I killed you. And Xemnas is like, nah, you didn't. I just, like, teleported away at the last second. It's cool. Not to mention, don't forget, we're in the past and in a dream, so you don't even know if I'm real. And Sora's like, wow, that's pretty deep. And, I don't think he really says anything interesting there. He's just like, yeah, I'm alive. So, when Riku goes into Prankster's Paradise, he actually goes to Monstro instead, and he finds himself there, and he's confused why he's there, but then he realizes that it's the world dreaming him up because he attacked Monstro. So he's like, wow, that's depressing, but nothing really all that interesting happens there. So then they go to the Grid, which is Tron's world from Tron Legacy. Once again, they're on separate timelines, just like before. Sora this time, when he tries to tell Renslayer that he's Tron, Renslayer ignores him and tries to attack Sora, and Sora gets away. And then Xemnas and young Xehanort show up, and they're like, you need to think about the situation you're in. This is a computer program, and you're supposed to be in sleeping worlds. Computer programs don't sleep. And Sora's like, what does that mean? And they're like, we're not going to tell you, dude. But Xemnas says something about, like, you have no idea how far off the beaten track you actually are. And, so that happens. It's pretty boring there. Then they go back to Traverse Town. Nothing really interesting happens there. It's just, like, more world interview kind of character development. Then they go to the country of the Musketeers. And as I recall, once again, it's just sort of the story of the country of Musketeers. Sora's a little confused that Donald and Goofy don't recognize him because he's an idiot. And that's about it. Then they go to Symphony of Sorcery, which is Fantasia. And so there, Mickey is being attacked by a Dream Eater, which is called a Nightmare when they're attacking you. Which are like the replacements of the Heartless in this one. And it's kind of just whatever. One thing that does happen is in Riku's story there, he meets young Xehanort again and Ansem. And again, they're like, alright, we're done with you. You won't accept darkness, and we don't want you here because we're trying to do something to Sora. And they won't tell him what. And so they end up attacking him by summoning Chernobog. But Riku takes out Chernobog, no problem. So at this point, they've now done 7 sleeping worlds. So according to what they believe, they should be waking up in the real world again. Instead, they wake up in the world that never was. And from there is where we pick up our story. So yeah, I think so. There's not a lot to talk about there. I just gotta find... Yeah, I feel you. Are you ready? Okay.
Wait, isn't this... Is the organization's world sleeping too? No, it can't be. I know I definitely found the 7 keyholes already. So I've got to be awake again, and in the real world. But why here?
Oh, what's the matter, sleepyhead?
Who's there? Show yourself!
We jumped through a lot of hoops.
What's up? Alright, we ready?
To get you here. But it looks as if it's gonna pay off.
You're part of this?
Hey, let's hit these plot points in order. Sora, Roxas. First, you must be wondering about your revised itinerary. Why am I here, not back home? The answer's simple. We brought you to this place. Hijacked your little slumber party before it started. And ever since, we've been both your companions and your constant guides.
Before it started? Oh, the man in the robe! And so that guy in the black coat! And Xemnas!
Bingo! You were able to go back in time to just before your home became a sleeping world, only because a past version of you already existed there. And I can see, in the past, you already met Mr. Robe Guy. Yep, he was there then to make sure you ended up here now.
That's ridiculous!
It sure is. It's too perfect. Who'd ever believe it? Which is why you idiots never saw it coming. You thought you were off doing some kind of test, right? We'll test this. How come you're wearing the same clothes if you're already back home? You are not gonna wake up, okay? Look, there's no real versus dreams anymore. There's just you, us, and this.
I see. Fair enough. So what? At least I know who to blame for it.
Ooh, I see you still got that angry look down. But here is where I tag out. I got just a few more hoops I gotta jump through.
Huh?
Come with me.
What?
Pleasant dreams, kiddo.
I gotta remember which one's which.
Yes. This was where it started. At this point, I still had no idea that I was talking to myself. He cast away his bodily form just to set me on the appointed path.
What do you mean?
That is Xehanort, reduced to just a heart. The being you and your friends called Ansem.
Whoa! Him. Is that?
Yes. The point in time that Xigbar mentioned.
Me. Right before my world was swallowed by the darkness.
To move through time, you must leave your body behind. Ansem first sent me on my way, and then placed himself here when the time was right. That is what set all these events in motion.
What are you saying? That he knew everything that would happen?
No, not everything. But remember, Ansem possessed Riku and saw his experiences in real time.
So? That could only tell him so much. How did he know I would be here today?
Simple.
Kairi! No! Ah! What is...
You've been here many times. Your first journey, your voyage through memories, in the datascape, in your dreams, relived again and again, like deja vu.
King Mickey? Oh. Donald! Goofy! Pluto!
Yes. Alright, I'll go back. I don't believe it's particularly important, but I can go back.
Huh? Am I back? Wait! Your Majesty! Donald! Goofy! Huh? Huh? Naminé, is that you? Wait! Naminé! I've got a message for you. I meant to tell you once this was all over. Huh? Who are you? Why am I... What? Hey, wait!
You gotta wake up!
Come on, wait up! Who are you? You're... Roxas! How can you be here? Am I dreaming? Come on, say something!
This could have been the other way around.
Huh?
But it really has to be you.
What do you mean?
There are so many hearts that are connected to yours. You're me, so you can feel what I felt.
No. Roxas, you're you. We're not the same. I wanted to tell you that. That you deserve as much as I do to be your own person.
Sora, see? That's why it has to be you.
Not again. Did they cause all this pain? What do you want me to see?
Sora, don't chase the dream. They'll lead you nowhere. Just to an abyss you'll never be able to wake up from.
Riku! Kairi! I found you! Huh? Who?
Ven.
Ven.
Huh? Huh? What is going on?
Sora, no! You've got to wake up! Sora!
Wait! What? Ah!
Whoopsie daisy. Wasn't easy putting you into a second sleep, and he almost woke you up.
So then, all that stuff I just saw, did you put that in my head?
No. That wasn't stuff. It was a dream. The falling asleep part was definitely our bad. But we can't put stuff in your head. Hey, I got an idea. Ask your heart. See if it's got a clue.
Well, my heart was aching. That's why I kept going.
Oh, Thank you, Sora's heart, for pushing him right into our clutches. Aren't hearts great? Steer us wrong every time.
You know, right? Because you all have hearts. Axel, and Roxas, and Naminé, and that other girl. I felt what Roxas felt. And they laughed together, got mad, and they grieved. You have to have a heart to cry.
It's about time you noticed.
Indeed. A heart is never lost for good. There may have been variances in our dispositions, but a number of us unquestionably showed signs of a burgeoning replacement. Once born, the heart can also be nurtured. Our experiments creating Heartless were attempts to control the mind and convince it to renounce its sense of self. But understand, one can banish the heart from the body, but the body will try to replace it the first chance it gets, for as many times as it takes. And so I knew, even after we were divided into Heartless and Nobodies, it was just a temporary separation.
Why then? Why did you lie to them and tell them they had no hearts?
Xemnas and Xehanort formed the organization for a specific reason. Round up a bunch of empty husks, hook them up to Kingdom Hearts, then fill them all with the exact same heart and mind. Translation? They were gonna turn all the members into Xehanort.
Make more Xehanorts? You tricked your friends to... But you... Aren't you scared of just... turning into someone else?
Me? I'm already half Xehanort.
That's nuts!
However, through weakness of body, weakness of will, or weakness of trust, most of the original members we had chosen for the organization were inadequate. Thus, naturally, they never had a chance to attain their goal. Yet, even this was to be expected. We have learned of the heart's folly, and we have achieved our other goals. This last excursion has proven to be a worthy closing assignment for the organization.
Just stop it! You treat people's hearts like bottles on a shelf, but they're not! Hearts are made of the people we meet, and how we feel about them. They're what ties us together even when we're apart. They're what make me strong.
Duh. You're strong because of the ties you have with other people. As if the Keyblade would choose a wimp like you. But no pouting. We see much bigger and better things in your future. Once you side with us.
I know the Keyblade didn't choose me, and I don't care. I'm proud to be a small part of something bigger. The people it did choose. My friends. They are my power!
Those are just words. You've lost. Fine. See where your power gets you here. Xemnas! He's all yours!
You... again.
You just make it too easy. I know you think you've won, but you lost the moment you dived this far in. You're in the deepest pit of slumber, and you've worn yourself down to nothing. There's no returning to the world above.
What do you mean?
We told you. It was not the sleeping keyholes that guided you. They are not the reason you are here. You've been on a path, one we laid out for you. That sigil on your chest is the proof.
What?
See, that sigil, the X, it tells us where you are at all times. You had wondered aloud before why we kept showing up where you were. It's because we need you, Sora. Or, to be more precise, we need what will be left of you. The 13th Dark Vessel.
Why...
Why was it assured you would come here today? Because I followed my destined path, and I'm here looking at you right now. You can move through time, but time itself is immovable. Today, all of my selves throughout time were meant to gather here, and to welcome you, Sora, as our 13th member. These facts cannot be changed.
What's gonna happen?
I have now told you all that I know. We are all here, and what the future holds in store is beyond my sight. I will return to my own time, and grow into the man who becomes all these others. While I know this future now that I have lived it, returning to my own time will erase the memories and experiences I have gained here. Still, my appointed path is now etched in my heart, which will first lead me to seek the outside world.
Riku...
Your heart will sleep forever in the folds of darkness, and your body will be another vessel for me. So light gives way to darkness. Good night, Sora.
Is that... Sora? Sora!
Not too much more. I'm not gonna show all of Riku's stuff because most of it's not important.
Sora, don't! You've got to wake up! Sora! Are you what's trapping him in that nightmare? Cause if you are, I'm what nightmares fear!
So he defeats that, and he ends up defeating fucking Ansem as well, who shows up after that. The one from Kingdom Hearts 1. And then this is where stuff gets interesting again, I think. No problem. Okay.
Sora!
Hands off my new vessel.
Vessel?
Yes. We originally had our sights set on you, but you developed a certain resistance to darkness. So we did what the Keyblade did, and moved down the list. Roxas. Now there was a worthy candidate. But, unfortunately, he became too aware of himself, and returned to Sora. Organization 13's true goal is to divide Xehanort's heart among 13 vessels. Thanks to you and Sora, we learned not all our candidates were fit for the task, but we managed to make up the difference. And now, Sora, the 13th vessel, is within our grasp.
13 Xehanorts?
What is...
The real Organization 13.
the organization?
I am Xehanort from the most distant past. My future self gave me a task. To visit the splintered versions of myself in many worlds, and ensure they gathered here today.
From the past?
There are restrictions to movement through time. First, you must leave your body behind to do it. Then there must be a version of you waiting at the destination. Upon arrival, you can only move forward as per the laws of time. And you cannot rewrite the events that are destined to happen.
What have you done?
My most future self will arrive soon. Then time for all of us will return to normal. And I will go back to my era to live the life fate has in store. He can vouch for that.
Stop! I'm glad I'm not too late.
Mickey!
Just grab Sora so we can go. I can't stop them for long.
Okay. Mickey! I said hands off! How can you be moving?
Oh no. Are you?
Be gone!
Are you okay, Riku?
Yeah. Thanks, Mickey.
Huh! Master Xehanort! Huh? We were right about you!
All of this was decided. My 12 selves would welcome me here on this day, when I would return a complete person. It is the future which lies beyond my sight.
Why are you doing this?
In ancient times, people believed that light was a gift from an unseen land by the name of Kingdom Hearts. But Kingdom Hearts was safeguarded by its counterpart, the Keyblade. Warriors vied for that precious light, thus beginning the Keyblade War. The violent clash shattered the Keyblade into 20 pieces, 7 of light and 13 of darkness. And the only real Kingdom Hearts was swallowed by the darkness, never to surface again. I once tried to create my own pure light and darkness to forge the Keyblade, but the attempt ended in failure. In my eagerness, I had lost sight of the correct way to achieve my goal. I acted rashly. I can admit that now.
What you did back then, your mistakes, changed the destinies of 3 of my friends.
But destiny is never left to chance. I merely guided them to their proper places. The broken boy who failed to be the blade, the misguided master who sacrificed herself for a friend, and the feckless youth who became my new vessel.
I couldn't find a way to save them. But I wanted to believe that their sacrifice stopped you for good. Why? How was I so blind? I should have seen it as soon as Maleficent started gathering the 7 princesses of heart.
Yes. They were all my doing. I used the evil fairy to find 7 pure lights for me, just as I prepared 13 vessels to fill with pure darkness.
But you failed. Sora stopped you in your tracks on both counts.
Yes, he did. That dull, ordinary boy. A Keyblade wielder so unlike any I have ever seen. However, I have not abandoned my ambitions. The 7 Guardians of Light and the 13 Seekers of Darkness.
7 Guardians of Light? Well, for Keyblade wielders, there's me and Riku and Sora. And my 3 missing friends, that's 6. Then the 7th would be... Oh, that means the 13 Seekers of Darkness.
Yes, little king. Perceptive. But Sora and another on your list belong to me now. And that puts you 3 Guardians short. But worry not. All of the pieces are destined to appear. Your 7 lights, just like my 13 darknesses, whose final clash will beget the prize I seek. The Keyblade. But first, the 13 darknesses shall be united. All the seats have been filled. And now, the last vessel shall bear my heart like the rest.
No! Sora! He made it!
You...
Axel!
Axel? Please. The name's Lee. Got it memorized?
You're not supposed to be here!
Promises to keep. I'll always be there to get my friends back. What? Bad timing? You had your perfect little script, but you kind of forgot to write the sequel. Now, let's find out what happens.
What now, you old coot? Our time is up!
Isa.
Why are you here, Axel?
No, I told you my name's... Whatever. Axel. Fine. Now let's get out of here.
Right!
Were we supposed to do that?
I think so.
Goofy, Donald, you saved us!
We are out of time. Neither the union of light nor darkness has been achieved. We must all return whence we came. But the gathering of the 7 and 13 is nigh. Let us finish this at the fated place, once your lights and my darknesses have joined together.
Yep. And then, so the next thing is Riku dives into Sora in order to try and wake him up. And he has to fight Ventus's armor when he's down there. And then this happens.
Roxas?
What is it that you're so afraid of?
Huh? Losing something that's important. Roxas? No. Wait.
What is the one thing you care about more than anything else?
Huh? My close friends. What is going on? Huh? Sora! Huh? Who are you?
Riku, what do you wish?
More questions. All right. I wish... to get back to the real world and protect my friends. What's this?
You were not the visitor I expected.
Diz! I mean... Ansem the Wise. What are you doing here?
Perhaps I wanted to atone for events of the past, even if no apology can undo the harm I have wrought. I felt that I ought to leave at least something behind. So I digitized myself and my research and hid them within Sora.
So this is... data?
Yes. A clue, I hope, to finding yourselves or your lost friends in your hour of need. The heart has always been quick to grow. Each exposure to light, to the natural world, to other people, shapes this most malleable part inside of us. Nobody's are not different from us in that manner. Sora was the only one able to return to his human form without destroying his nobody. That is a statement to the love in his heart for other people, and the bonds that tie them together. Perhaps he has the power to bring back the hearts and existences of those connected to him, to recreate people we thought were lost to us forever. Our most precious treasures. Even an empty puppet, the trees of the forest, and the petals on the wind. There are hearts around us everywhere we look. And it does not take superhuman powers to see them. Surely we remember as children the way our hearts made everything seem so shiny and perfect. Sora has a heart like that, uncorrupted, willing to see the good before the bad. When he sees the heart in something, it then becomes real. When a connection seems broken, he may have the power to mend it. He has touched countless hearts. He has accepted them, and he has saved them. And some of those hearts have never left him, whether they fell into darkness or were trapped there, whether they sleep in the darkness of Sora's heart, or were welcomed into its warmth. They can be saved. All Sora needs to do is be himself and follow wherever it is that his heart takes him. It is the best and the only way. The rest is in there.
All right. Thanks. Thank you.
Of course. Now, why is it that you are here?
I kinda need to wake Sora up.
Don't tell me he's gone to sleep again.
Yeah. What'll I do with him?
What, indeed? Never fear. Sora is safe.
Huh?
He's not here. You see, by defeating the nightmare imprisoning Sora, you freed him.
You mean the Sora wrapped in that black phantom?
Then you came here, and you were questioned by 3 young people. That was the final key to awaken him. Sora is awake. You can go home now.
Really? Thank you.
Young man, I do not believe you ever told me your name.
It's Riku.
Riku!
Sora! Huh? Hey, Donald! Come on, you're hogging it all.
Calm down, Sora. Drink tea.
Of course, it sure is yummy.
Hey!
Riku! You're safe! Riku!
Wait, haven't we got this backwards? And why are you having a tea party?
You're safe, Riku!
Oh, never mind. You okay? Feeling all right?
Yeah, I've never been better. I was watching what was going on in my dream, and I could hear your voice the whole time. Thanks, Riku. Thanks, everybody. Oh yeah! Did we pass the test?
You performed truly admirably, both of you. More than anything, I am grateful to have you both back from Xehanort's deception unharmed. And I am grateful to Lee, whose spontaneous actions turned the tides. I am also deeply sorry for failing to perceive the danger and throwing you headlong into a perilous test. This experience has revealed many hidden truths, and we must gird ourselves for the great clash with darkness that lies before us. I believe we need a new Keyblade Master, one with a new kind of power. Sora and Riku, you both deserve the honor. However, one of you braved the realm of sleep again to unlock the final keyhole and save a friend. Riku, I name you our new true Keyblade Master.
Way to go, Riku!
Yeah?
I knew you were gonna pass with flying colors. This is just so awesome.
Gee, Sora, you're kind of acting like it's you that passed.
I told you Sora still needed some practice.
Hey!
Really? I'm a Keyblade Master?
Congratulations, Riku!
Thank you, Mickey. I owe it to my friends.
I'll catch up with you in no time flat.
What? You want to be a Keyblade Master?
Yeah. I mean, I came here to learn how to wield one.
You?
Hey, thanks for the vote of confidence. You know I was gonna come swooping in, Keyblade in hand. But I just couldn't get mine to materialize. Must be in the snap of the wrist or something. Oh.
Wow!
That's basically it. Yeah, that's it. Really? Most people say this is the most confusing one. Yeah. Yeah, it took some retconning, but they got it. Yep. Yeah, alrighty. Catch you later.